Hey, KIC here, welcome back to more Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last episode, built myself an assault rifle, and I assaulted some drones, and I now find myself apparently hungry because of the hint, and at the crashed ship, the Titan. Now, I haven't really found anything yet, because I'm just kind of wandering around and checking out. I don't even know how to get in. I suppose I could jump up here and maybe climb around a little bit. I'm not 100% sure just yet. It's a little dark, so it is hard for me to see. But there were a lot of drones protecting this particular ship, and I shot them down, and I shot them down good. That's right, I got rid of those guys. They will not be attacking anyone else. Never mind, they won't find anyone else to attack because this is a single-player Let's Play. So I didn't say it in the last episode. I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to do just yet. That remains to be seen. A lot of times I make that decision after the first few have been posted, just to kind of see what the feedback is, what the numbers look like, all that sort of good stuff. And also, perhaps most importantly, what my time is like. So there happens to be a bunch of ore in here. We're definitely taking that ore. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and take all of this ore. I really hope I don't run out of inventory space, because that would be a shame. Man, I kind of wish I would have brought my big work lamp too, instead of leaving that pointing at the ship. That way I could just pop that down and actually see what's going on. This is pretty dark. It's not as dark as some games, but it is pretty dark. Oh, that looks like that'd be for a shotgun. Some charges, some rockets, okay. Not entirely sure what the fill and flatten tool is just yet, and I just fell out of the ship there. It's alright. Poke around a little more. That might not be a good idea, since I don't think crouch works yet. Okay, apparently I need to run back around and not do that. Lesson learned, don't fall through the ship. Assuming I can actually figure out how to do that, that might be a problem, because I appeared to be stuck in here. Well, isn't that a shame? Where did I fall through? I can't even find that spot anymore. Right there? Okay, so let's go ahead and jetpack on. And there we go. And just fine. So don't fall through there. And if you do, use your jetpack. I had to look around just to make sure. I mean, I don't know if there's anything down there. There could be. I don't know. But lesson learned. Don't fall down there. Use your jetpack to get out. And you're good. You don't have anything to worry about. So just heading a little deeper into the ship here. Again, I got to keep track of my food and stamina. I did not bring any food with me out here. Oh, look at that. I was just bemoaning I didn't have my portable work light with me. And boom, just like that, I have my portable work light. I don't know what that is. A durian sprout. Ah, that would be for farming. Got it. Another cargo box in the corner here. Oh, I'm so going to have to come back, aren't I? Metal pieces, electronics, cables, control devices. Here we go. Some metal components. I didn't already have any of those. Oh, look at that. Big bottles of oxygen. Some more parts, metal pieces, electronics. I already have some of the stuff, so that's good. That is adding to my magically oversized inventory. Is that refilling my oxygen? It didn't seem to refill my oxygen. Are you refilling my oxygen? You don't seem to be refilling my oxygen. There are no containers in there, no bottles, so I guess that's not doing anything. That's alright. Didn't really expect it to. It is a downed ship after all. Doesn't seem like it should be working perfectly fine, etc. Wow, this is a pretty big place here. This is a pretty good sized ship. I really do think I'm going to have to come back. There's just so much to explore in here. Oh, there's another cargo box. Let's go ahead and check that. Oh, look at that. Ingots, boom. That is pay dirt right there, and I have now officially filled up my magically oversized inventory. How many of these can I pick up? All of them. Good. Let's go to the other side. Maybe I can pick up some more over here and then head back, because I don't want to suffocate. I also don't want to starve to death. I don't know if that's an instant thing. I would guess it's not, but like I said, I don't entirely know how all the systems work in this game, so there's a bit of a learning curve for me. And did I just fall through that? Yes, I did. So, let's try that again. I don't know how I managed that. Can I? Nope. Alright, the game has decided that I must leave. Therefore, I shall leave, and I'm going to run back to my escape pod. And we'll go through all of the junk I found there and kind of figure out where to go from there. Maybe I'll just return back here and see what else I can find. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure that out in just a second. Back at the escape pod, I am going to recharge my oxygen here, and I'm going to eat some corn dogs that I picked along the way, I guess. Here we go. Chow down on some corn dogs. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently there's a magical corn dog plant on this planet. It is an alien planet, so, I don't know what grows on here. It could be... There could be hamburger plants for all I know. I have no clue. Let's go ahead and dump all of this ore in here, just because. Might as well get rid of this stuff. Let's see, magnesium powder, I can throw you in there. Some more pellets, we can throw that in there. And I'm going to have to spend some time here crafting a bunch of things, which kind of stinks for me, because that means I get to play the good old fun waiting game. So let's go ahead and we'll do one of those. Why not? I can do one of them, I just want to see. You're going to go away. Bye-bye, pellets. No, you're not going away. The ore is going away, there we go. So how much do I get out of that? One ore gives me... Did that give me 10 pellets? Is that what that translation was? That's not too bad, because then you need 10 of those to make fuel. Okay, so that's not bad. And I'm going to need to make some, all sorts of stuff here. Some powder, some rock dust. Can I make rock dust? It sure looks like I can. Some plastic raw material. Why not? I don't have any corn, so never mind. I can't make those ones. Those are red for a reason. I just wasn't paying attention to that. I don't have those other kinds of ore there. Do have some of those. I have some of those. I have some of those. And I have some of those. Let's go ahead and go to the structures over here. This would be the building blocks. I wouldn't mind having a ground vessel because walking is for the... I was going to say the birds, but that's really more flying. So I need 8 hull blocks, 1 core, and 1 hover engine. Well, I have a core that I found. Do I have any hull blocks? There's probably some over there. I'm just taking a guess. There probably would be some over there. We'll queue up 8 hull blocks there. And then I still need a hover engine. So where does one find a hover engine, I wonder? Pipes, metal components, all sorts of good stuff here. Reactor core, motor. No. How about you? You are in the devices category, maybe. So far, no good. Should probably remember to go check my oxygen creator, see how it's doing. Wow. I haven't the slightest clue where the hover engine might be found. The joys of playing a new game and not knowing all of its intricacies, easy for me to say. Hover engine, there it is. So what do I need for a hover engine? I need 2 motors. I need all sorts of stuff. So here, let's put all this junk in there. Just because I'm going to need all this junk in there. Anything else I can put in there? Sure, we'll put all those guys in there and those in there. Don't need to put the rockets in there. I should probably put some of this stuff away. And I might actually light my ship up nicely and keep one of these on me. Here, let's go ahead and put those guys there. That does count as an inventory spot. I didn't quite realize that right away. So I still need 2 motors and 5 pipes. Let's go back to this guy here. What do I need for motors? I have stuff to make motors. So let's go ahead and make some motors. And then, nope, not cables. I didn't mean to do cables. Where are pipes? Pipes, let's do pipes. So I'm just going to let it do that motor there. Okay, you are going to finish. Going to cancel that and let it resume. And then, just because I can, let's go ahead and drop another one of these guys down over here, just so I can light up this side of the ship. Go ahead and bust out number 9. I can't see where that is going. That is above ground. It is hovering. I like that. It's a hover light. We'll spin the hover light around so it more or less faces the ship. I guess that'll work. Ah, look at that. It popped it on the ground. It's no longer hovering. Good. Good deal. I like that. I'm not a big fan of hover lights anyway. So how are you doing over here? You are theoretically all done such that I can go back to this screen, and I'm still missing an engine, so I need to go back to this one. And where was hover engine? It was over here somewhere, right? Was it not? What am I missing now? Oh, now I need 8 components, cables, and pipes. Ah, because I used all those things to... Okay, so cables, pipes. Where are my metal components? Make some of those, too. I didn't even pay attention to how many I need. 8 components, 5 pipes. So, that's not going to be enough. That'll be enough. Good. While I was waiting for all that stuff to happen, I rearranged a few things. Let's go ahead and make a hover engine now. Basically just kind of put stuff away, making my inventory a little cleaner, because I clearly don't need to carry around all the junk that I am currently carrying. So let's go ahead and see where you are. You are just about halfway through on that hover engine, and then I need to go over to this guy, and I guess I can go ahead and queue it up. We'll go ahead and get that queued up, because that's the only thing I need is the hover engine. And then we'll go ahead and put down the first block for a ground vessel. Now, why am I going straight to a ground vessel instead of building a base like a normal person? Well, there you go. I'm not a normal person. I figure it's going to be in my best interest to be able to get around quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and try and get around quickly. And the best way to do that I know of is to make a ground vessel. Now, I could start working on a small vessel, a small flight-capable vessel, but those things require a lot of fuel and a lot of resources, as far as I can tell, compared to a ground vessel does anyway. So I'm not doing that. You are almost done. I have no idea what this thing is going to look like when I try to build it. I really, truly don't. I'm not entirely familiar with how the building works in this game. Let's see if I can place it somewhere. I think I'm going to need to find a flat piece of ground. Somewhere, maybe over here. I don't know, is that okay? I guess any of these places work. Did it just change to a lighter blue? It sure did. Okay, so I guess I can build it over here. There we go, created a new ground vessel. And it has a nice helpful arrow that lets you know the direction it's pointing, I guess. So I need all sorts of stuff to make it work. Cockpit, generator, fuel tank, etc., etc., etc. And I guess this is my faction because I am the player after all, for better or worse. And let's go ahead and see how much grinding is going to be required to make all of this stuff, because that is the one downside to these games, is that you need to make, I don't know, all sorts of stuff, and to make all sorts of stuff, I need computers. You need to go grind. So where would computers be found? If you were a computer, where would you hide? Right there, maybe? And then that might let me make a cockpit if I haven't already used all of the remaining stuff that I needed to make those. Yeah, that is the one bad part. You do a lot of grinding, and that doesn't work out well for these kinds of videos. Maybe it's a little better for a stream, but then, even then, for a stream, who wants to sit and watch nothing but 12 hours of mining ore? But I presume it gets better once you get some vehicles up and running, and you can actually do some of this not quite as manually. Okay, so now what am I missing? Electronics and cables. Yeah, see, I'm going to have this problem where I'm going to be using all the stuff I need, and I really just need to get all of this stuff converted into ingots so that I can actually make all of the things I need and have enough of it lying around that I don't need to worry about not having enough when I go to create something else. Okay, just a couple more to go on those. One thing I do want to mention just as I'm wandering around and waiting a little bit, the game does run really well for me. Now, I am running a 6-core Xeon and a Titan X, so I would be disappointed if it didn't run well, but then again, Arc does not run very well, but it sure is a pretty looking game. This game doesn't look as good. It's not necessarily a slam against it. I mean, it is super early. I would imagine things will change. This is not the final look for it. There we go. We can go ahead and make a cockpit now. And I'm still going to have a whole host of other things I need to make, but, you know, maybe I can at least go put this guy down and, let's see, small tank and, let's see, fuel tank. I can make a fuel tank. I think I'm going to have enough components left over, maybe not. I will need to make one of those. You can see in the bottom right hand corner of that little window on the side there, it says GV. That means it's for a ground vehicle. SV means small vehicle. Let's just see how much time I have left on here. 18 minutes, not much. I'm blowing through the power because I'm just running the fabricator non-stop. Here, let's go ahead and recharge on stamina. Stamina, oxygen. Nope. I've already blown through those 2 containers. Wow. That's crazy. That did not take long. Here, let's go ahead and refill this, and then I want to look and see how much... Oh, I saw that. Yeah, wow. That one was not very much. So do I have enough to make a small fuel tank now? No, I need some more electronics. Let's queue up a few more of those, and then we'll take those 2 pieces over to the ground vehicle. We'll get that started, and that's where we will wrap this bad boy up, because it is starting to get to the point where I need to do all sorts of stuff off camera if I hope to get another episode going. Lots of dancing around. It's the dance of impatience, and I just want to make something and go slap it on my vehicle. So let's go ahead and grab that cockpit, and while this is working on that, I will go ahead and go back over to here and just start queuing up some ingots. I don't have any of you, so you're not going to work. That's okay. How about you? I can still make a bunch of iron ingots. I have maybe a few of those. Nah, I won't have that many to make. Let's make some magnesium, and let's go and do some promethium pellets because those are going to be handy. Let's make a couple more fuel tanks because I have just blown through a bunch of stuff. Let's grab that fuel tank and head over to the ship, vehicle, whatever you are, and see what it looks like to put this stuff down. I have no idea how you just kind of take things apart and rebuild them, and if that even works, and that is massive. That's not at all what I expected. Holy cow. That is huge. Wow. I'm going to need more blocks. Yeah. I'm going to need many more blocks. We're going to just put the cockpit right there. And look at that. I can sit in my ground vessel that doesn't have any means of getting around whatsoever. It's just a block with a cockpit. But it's a nice looking cockpit. More or less. Just like that, I ended the music by turning power on. It's kind of a funny thing. But that's where I'm going to call it an episode. But before I go, let's go ahead and eat. Oh, we'll put you right there just for the moment. And I will eat this emergency ration just to see how much it refills. Don't want to eat? No? There we go. Left click to eat, and boom, it refilled everything instantly. It's the magical rations of fullness. So that's where I'm calling it an episode. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. See you later.